So good afternoon and welcome on the tutorial explanation for basically interface between the API, Python and IDEA StatiCa connection. I would like to go step by step and explain the like mandatory steps that you need to follow and how to make your script live and perfect. So at first, we need to activate and run the REST API. So if you just go to the folder where the IDEA StatiCa latest version is basically stored. So it's in the program files, IDEA StatiCa 24.1 or the latest version, and you need to find this executive file. So if I scroll down, I will I will see that here is some like exe files. You can basically launch it via this like a total commander or different way or command line. If you double click on this IDEA statica.connection REST API, so you will activate this command prompt, and you will see that yeah, it's starting. Here are all necessary informations about your machine, about your version, about your environment type, and if you will wait just a couple seconds, you will see that you are signed on. Uh, yeah, yeah, and here it's very important that you are listening on this local host. Uh, Based on my understanding, because I'm not a programmer, so I will try to explain it to you as a structural engineer from the structural engineering point of view, that this local host will be maybe different for you, but for me it's like a localhost 5000. So if you press the control button and the left mouse button, it will direct you to the Swagger, uh, where you can go through the hint regarding the calculation, connection update, export, how to handle the load effects. If you just press the button, you will see basically what is the structure of the dictionary or the array, what you need to insert through Python to receive or get um, the loads, for example, or the load cases. This is just the example that you can it's really helpful to go through these materials and check what the API is capable of. Okay, so this is the first step that is necessary. Later on, you need to start on the with some PyCharm or Visual Studio Code. I have installed a PyCharm. I like this app or this environment where you can write a script, run the script, debug the script. So what you need to do, you need to just create a new project. So basically, if I would like to create a new project, as you can see, my project is here, and yeah, I would like to save it on the desktop, and here is a test. So I will save it to the test, and I will create a project. This is my folder. This is my folder, and yeah, I'm waiting till my environment will appear, and yeah, the environment comprise all the libraries, but we need to install also the library regarding the IDEA StatiCa connection API. So if you, as you can see, here is the uh, main.py. You can just delete it, turn off the breakpoint, yeah, and turn on the console or the terminal. So as you can see, this is my path where basically I'm running the Python, and I need to install this API. The best way is to type in pip install IDEA StatiCa _ connection underscore API and press the enter. If you will do it, so the library is running. As you can see, I have already installed, so that's basically working in my Python. And yeah, in the first step, to basically, I need to create a project because I would like to use my like a predefined project that is in the desktop version. And based on the project I have, I would like to step into the project using this API, basically run the simulation and receive the code check. This is the goal of the tutorial. So let's go to IDEA StatiCa. So if we create IDEA StatiCa, okay, just go to the steel connection. We'll create just the simple splice connection. Yeah, so it will take a couple seconds. As you can see, I'm using basically the latest version, 24.1.3. And we can go through the setup. Uh, just select the class, select the prismatic beam, and select the splice connection. So if you create a project, it's always good to run the simulation. Yeah, and as you can see, plates are basically on the 0.1% of the plastic strain, and bolts are utilized on the 66.6%. So this is basically what I have. I will save it. I can just, write here splice connection. Okay. I need to go to the desktop and save it to the folder, basically here. Yeah. That is very important that we will be using the path where this file is stored to run the connection between the API and being able to, link this connection using the API and the Python to control it and operate it. Okay, so you can basically turn it off. It's not necessary. You will just come back to the Python and we will starting to importing of the necessary libraries. So at first, we will just, based on the tutorial, import of the API package. So this, we know that from our perspective, what we would like to do, we would like to run the simulation. And we would like to also, or we need some ID of the project, some ID of the connection, and to um, call the library that is supporting these commands. You need to basically from this IDEA StatiCa connection API .models.com import con calculation parameter. This is basically what you need to do. And yeah, there is something unresolved. Fine. Okay. Wait, I will just couldn't find version this satisfies requirement. Adjust. Okay. Non-matching distribution. Okay, so I will try to install it again. Pip install IDEA StatiCa pomůčka connection pomůčka API. Yeah, as you can see right now, it looks that the library is initiating the installation. So it's installing. Yeah, right now it looks better. Yeah, and as you can see, the warning regarding the import of the library is working right now. Yeah, it's great because it's not used. So in the first step, what you need to do, you need to import those two packages for URL and for import of the API package. So this is like a mandatory to have it here to run this tutorial. Okay, so in the next step, what you need to do, you need to configure your login. So this is my base URL, and this your base URL, you need to save it to the variable base URL. It's my variable that is stored in the string that you will receive if you just go to the command prompt, and you will just copy paste this your own um, your own URL where you're listening on. Okay, so this is what you need to do as a second mandatory step. Actually, right now I need to know where my file is stored. So I need to insert some relative or the absolute path, rather the absolute path. So what I know that I will just import. This is the description. So what I know that if I will write project file path, and I would like to read it, and I need to find um, my path. So how to do it? You will just go to the folder, hit the right button on the project, and copy as a path. If you will do it, you will just store it here, and as you can see, it's written as a string. It's readable, and yeah, it's working. If you would like to check that your that everything is working fine, uh, you will just run not the simulation, but you will run the script, and you will receive that yeah, this is what you printed out. Okay, um, in the next step, what you need to do, you need to create a client attached to already running services. So I will just insert my description to know what I'm doing, and to being able to being able to uh, launch it and connect it, you need to, with connection API service attacher, the URL that is written here has to be sent as an argument, and yeah, you will call it as a API client. Okay, so yeah, this is basically my structural engineering like understanding that to being able to link it and somehow using the API, you need to somehow link your base URL with the API. So okay, and in the next step, I will just using the box try and accept, try accept as a exception, as an exception that will be um, written as a E. So if my script won't be running and there will be some error, so I will try to write some script. If the script won't be running, I will receive the exception where will be written that basically operation. You can write it whatever you want, but operation failed. Um, yeah, I would like to have it on the um, separate lines. Okay, so this is basically what I want to do. Okay, so if you have it something like this, you're able, or you can write the script. So in the first step, what you need to do, you need to open the project that you already have in the folder. So how to do it? So we need to open the project. Fine. Um, okay. Fine. I have it. Be careful about the indentation. Python is very sensitive on the indentation. So I need to open the project. Okay, so at first I need to call the API. So API client. If I call the API client and you hit the dot, you will see what functions are available, and you can select from the functions that are coming from the like API library or the library dedicated to API. So what I need to do, I need to open the project. If you hit the dot, you would like to open the project from the path. You can see there is like many options, like not many but two options, two methods that you can use. But I would like to open it from the file path. Okay, so and what you will insert here, so if you go closer, you are here is the description. Basically, the file path is it's a parameter that the path to the project file to be opened. Okay, so this is what we have defined here. So you will just copy, or you can just write um, project file path if you have it. If you have it, so you basically open your project. Okay, so this is the first step. In the second step, if your project is already like opened, um, you need to find this unique ID of the project itself. So, every project has like a unique 16 numbers that are unique for the project that the script is able to recognize with or what project you're using from. Yeah, based on this 16 digits basically. Okay. Uh, okay, I need a project ID. Project ID. By project ID, I need to again call the client. I need a project and I need a project ID. So as you can see, active project ID. If I would like to see what is my project ID, I will just print it. I will just print my project ID. Okay, fine. If you run it, you will see this is my path that I'm printing from this command. And here is my, not as you can see, it's not like a 16 digits, but it's really uh, it's a number, some number that is like generated. uh, we don't care what the number is, but it's like a unique number um, that is encrypted. Okay, I have a project ID. This is very important. uh, in the upcoming parts, I will be opening basically the the project that will be calculated, and the project has also um, the specific like ID. Yeah, as you can see, this is the ID of the project and ID of the connections that is like if you open up the application, as you know, there can be like a more project in one connection file. And if you have like a more project, you are able to run like all of them or just one, second, third. But from my point of view, or what I have inside, I have like one project, but I need to identify the ID to send it to the calculation. So I will just write that I need okay, I need to opening project that will be calculated. I will just write a connection. It's my variable. And what I need to do, I need to open project connections, and yeah, the connections. If I keep it like this and go to the print, it's always good. It's always like a convenient to print it or go through the debug mode. Yeah, so I will show you both variants. So if I just run it, you will see that the last command is a connection. Here is the ID. As you can see, this is the list because there are like closed brackets, not or this type of the brackets. And this is my ID. ID is equal to 1, so I need to select it. I need to select it from the from the list basically. Yeah, if you just hit here or press here, you just insert the 0, it means that this is the list with the first um, um, with the first part in your list, and you will just press the dot. You can see that you are able to print the name, ID, analysis type, everything basically what is written here. So you can see name, analysis, description, or the ID. Yeah, this is basically what you want, and this is my first basically member in this list. So if I would like to select the first, I will just hit here like a 0. So if I will do it, so you can see um, this is my ID. If I just press or insert 1, as you can see, operation is failed because list is out of the range. So there is just a uh, list with one member. Okay, okay. So I have it, and I would like to print the connection to know what is happening. Fine. In the second part, or in the not the second but the fourth part of my code, I would like to assigning this connection ID. Um, why do I need? Why basically do I need to follow this step? So as you can see, our goal is to run the simulation. If you would like to run the simulation, running the simulation. Yeah? So I will go to another step and later on come back to this assigning connection ID. So I would like to run the calculation run. I will again call the API client. So I would like to run the calculation. I would like to calculate. And if you give here the brackets and go closer, as you can see, there are some like mandatory arguments that you need to follow. There is a project ID and con calculation parameter. Project ID, this is what you already have here, but you're missing this con calculation parameter. So we need to predefine this or call this con calculation parameter and receive this con calculation parameter. So this is basically the ID of the connection itself. So here is my connection ID, and here is the advice for you. So that you need to call this con calculation parameter. Fine. So con calculation. This is my class. Con calculation. Con calculation parameter, and you have to use the brackets to create the object. Uh, connection. You will call the connection ID, and you need a connection IDs. Okay. This is what you need, and you will basically save it to the list that is called connection.id. Okay, fine. If you have it, you can basically print your uh, connection ID dot connection IDs. Fine. If you run it, yeah, as you can see, this is my connection ID. This is the number 1 in the list. Fine. If I have it, so what I need to do, I need to like insert the arguments here. So what you will put here, you will put here the project ID, and you will insert the connection ID. If you insert those two parameters, the API will allow you to run the simulation, and if the simulation will be finished, so you just write that basically my simulation simulation is finished. Okay. What I can do, I can just run the simulation. Fine. As you can see, everything is printed. Later on, if your script will be like running, you can comment your prints. Yeah, so it's not necessary to have it there, but just if you are following the process and creating the script, that's always good to have some like print options to see what is happening. As you can see, my simulation is finished. Perfect. So if I have it, so um, based on the goal of the tutorial is to um, show you how we can not export, how we can display and outline the results, like the unity checks. What it is, if I will go to the splice connection, so my unity check is basically the summary that is written on the left side of the window of the 3D screen, where is written that your analysis has been successfully finished. The utilization on the plates is some percentage. The utilization on the bolts some percentage. So yeah, we'll just wait if the application once the application will be running. So I will just show you what I mean by with this representation. Okay, okay, maybe I don't know why, but okay, it's here. Yeah, this is basically what I would like to receive in the terminal, or in my using my code. This is the same numbers: 100%, 0.1, 66.6. Fine. If I come back here to the script, so I can just insert the running the simulation. This is what I would like to do, and no, this is what we already have. Post processing is on the is the next step. Fine. So post processing, and I would like to extract the unity check of the connection. So what you would like to receive? I would like to receive some. I would like to receive some results, and my results coming from the calculation run dot result summary. As you can see, this is what you basically what you can extract. Model computed, model config, so many options what you can do. But regarding this con results, I would like to get the results summary. Okay, so what I can do, I can just print the results, and I can check what is basically happening. If I print it out, I should be able to see the results. Okay, so and I would like to check basically the summary. This is my summary, and as you can see, this is the another like a utilization on the plates, and I would like to receive just the unity checks, Okay, so if I would like to receive the unity checks for basically all um, members in the list, uh, so what because if I uh, just the print dot the um, unity check, sorry, it's yeah, I need to basically loop over the results, yeah, because I would like to give or get um, the unity check for plate, bolt, and the welds. So what I will write, I will just a for loop, the results in result, and I would like to print results dot, and as you can see, I can check the check value, unity check, load case ID, check status. But my goal is to receive this unity check. And yeah, if I run the simulation, I will receive in the console or in the terminal, I will receive the same unity check that is in the app. Okay, as you can see, this is my unity check. Basically, if you would like to print something else, it will just not the name, but for example, check value. Yeah, I will just run it, and you will receive um, you will receive these unity checks. As you can see, this is something what is like a check value only. But my goal is to make a unity or to get this unity check. Okay, fine. So I hope that's quite clear. This is basically the workflow that you should follow to receive the results from the connection file using the API. So I hope that you enjoy the ride and you will be using API more and more. So see you and have a nice day.